welcome to or back to my channel. I have missed you guys so much, and finally I got the time to sit down and do a video, a catch up. It has been way too long again since I've made a video, but now I'm going into the kind of busy seasons for me, so hopefully going forward you will see a lot more of me, I hope. But before I kind of go into fall and Halloween and Christmas and all the wonderful things we have ahead of us, I wanted to kind of catch up a bit, since it's been a long time since I saw you last. I don't know if I said, but if you're new, thank you so much for joining my channel. My name is Nina, and if you haven't yet, I hope you will, and you like the video, I hope you will subscribe and hit the notification bell and all that lovely stuff that helps my channel. I know that a lot of you that are watching are not subscribed, so I would love to if you would like to do that. I do videos on the videos I get the most views on are my decor videos, but I do videos on kind of everything, all my interest. I'm a lady with a Norwegian lady living in Norway doing videos in English, and I do videos on all my interests and our lives here at the countryside in Norway, just outside Oslo, the capital of Norway. And in today's video, I thought before I go into fall decor and all that jazz, I thought I would kind of do a kind of a vlog or a sit-down video and catch up on what we have been doing. Because even though I haven't made videos, we have not been sitting down, or actually I have for a while, because again we have been sick, but I will get back to that. So when I saw you last, that was another of my kind of early summer vlogs or catch-up videos. We had been on our kind of first round of vacation, and I think I told you then that we were going to take another round, and we did. We started the second round with a festival in our local, it was a music festival at our local city, Drøbak. It's I think it's what you called I think it used to be a kind of a fisherman city or town. It's not so many fishermen there now, but it's a kind of a seashore city. So we were at I think they call it a seashore or a harbor festival, or music festival. So that was nice, and I'm sure that if you follow a lot of YouTubers, they have been speaking a lot about the weather for the last year, I suppose. We started with a very cold spring, and then we went into a kind of a short heat wave with no rain and too hot. And then for July and August we had a lot of rain, almost every day. So we have a boat So we went again on a boat trip, and this time we didn't want to go far because my husband wanted to keep close to his parents, they were on a cruise, and he was a bit worried. They are 87 and 90 years old. So we kept close to home, but that is no problem because we live in a beautiful Oslo fjord is right outside, and there are a lot of beautiful places. So this time we went with a couple of friends to a place called Gressholmen. It's a beautiful island, little island. It's not so beautiful where the harbor is, but the island is beautiful. It used to be occupied by a fabric making soap. There's no soap making there today, but the houses are still there and kind of the infrastructure. So and it's a beautiful island for short walks. You can take a ferry from Oslo. I don't know, I think it takes maybe 15 minutes or something from Oslo to Gressholmen. And there's a cafe, a cute little cafe. As I said, the weather was not the best, although it's been kind of a blended kind of weather with sun and then pouring with rain. So we had a little bit of both, but seeing that it was a lot of rain, there was not a lot of boats, and we like that when there's not a lot of people and boats in the harbor. And we were together with some lovely friends. So I think we spent 4 or 5 days there and had a lovely time. My husband and my friend Anita tried to flambe, and her husband Tom tried to flambe cherries to have on ice cream. Yeah, it was a hoot, but we had a good time. Then we also have a cabin in the mountains, and just like the last round of vacation, we wanted to go and spend about a week there. And we knew that there were some bad weather brewing. The forecast said that we would get, and you know, when they give weather a name, it's not a good thing. And this one was called Hans. But they said that it would be a lot of rain for about 24 hours. So our cabin is in the mountains, no way near any big lakes or anywhere it would flood. So we hurried up and went to the cabin and got there just in time to get to know Hans. And the first days we were kind of not arrogant, but wondering what all the fuss was about. It was raining, but not, and it was raining a lot, and it had been raining for a month previous to this, so the ground was kind of full of water. So we was a bit afraid for the road, but kept checking and seeing that it took the weather far better than we had anticipated. So we were having a good time. picking cloudberries, walking in the woods. I was painting, my husband were doing some outside work, and then doing jigsaw puzzle. He loves that. So we had a lovely time and walked our fur baby Urian every day and kind of checked everything. And there was a lot of water, but we were doing okay. And then after I think a couple or 3 days, a couple of days, we were walking, and my husband could see from a distance that something was wrong. So he asked, what's wrong with the road? I couldn't see anything, and we kept on walking. And then we saw that the road to our cabin was just flushed away. What happened, and this is quite common, when the existing small rivers and what is it called? Small springs, or when they cannot, when the weather, when it gets too much, when we get too much water, and the existing kind of infrastructure when it comes to roads cannot take it, the water just finds its own way. And that is what happened. There is what is usually kind of a not big, but a small river, and it had become a big river, and the big tubes leading the water underneath the road could not take all that water. So the river found new ways, and one of the ways it found was down the road to our cabin. So I'm sure we are here where we live in Norway, the east of Norway. We are we do not have, I should not complain about the weather, because compared to you over in the US or other places, our weather, or north in Norway or west in Norway, we have not what you would call bad weather. But I'm sure many of you know the forces of water. So in just I think it was about 12 hours from being okay, far better than we had anticipated, the road was just washed away. I'm sorry, that's the heater. So there was a meter and a half deep holes in the road. So we could not drive out. And at first we had food and we had everything, so it was not a big deal. I think we got quite a shock that this could happen so fast. But we, after a couple of days, we got help from a farmer and we got our car out. Only to then realize that there are 2 other ways we could have gotten out, and they were also damaged, flooded. So we were kind of fenced in, or but again we were going to be there a week, so it was okay. And we just continued fishing, and my husband were fishing and I was painting, and we were picking cloudberries and just having a lovely time. And then when it came time to go home, We then had to again get help from the farmer to get the car in to get all our luggage and then drive out again. And on the way out over some fields, my husband, I was opening the gates, and when he drove through one of the gates, he said, there's a funny sound in the car. I could not hear anything at the time, but I thought, okay, he's very good at fixing cars, so this is not a problem. Turns out that the oil for the, I don't know the English word, in Norwegian it's called servo. It's the pump or the oil that makes the steering go light, or makes the car be easy on the steering. And the oil was just pouring out. So we had to stop, and actually it's not, but this was a Sunday. We should not have driven the car because the oil goes onto the road, and yeah. But we had to drive and of course there were a lot of roads closed, so because of the weather and flooding. So we had to stop every 10 or 15 kilometers, and it's a long drive from the cabin and home, and we had to go around a lot longer way than we usually go because of the weather. So it was, I think we used 5.5 or 6 hours back home. So it was a kind of a not so good ending to our vacation, but at least we got the car home and now it is fixed, thank God. So that was our vacation, and we as I showed you last time, where is it? Here. I showed you last time and many of you liked it. Thank you so much for all the nice comments. I decided to paint my way through our summer. And I love the idea. It makes a lot. It was a wonderful way to kind of make a photo album or a memory book of our vacation, and at the same time I got to practice my watercolor painting. And I think that I got a little bit better during round 1, and I have continued, and many of you said that you wanted to, that you thought it was that you wanted me to share. So here's what I've done with the second half of the vacation. So since you saw my sketchbook last, I have decorated the front of it, or started, just decoupaged some sheep. I think it's what we call spjærsau. It's a type of sheep, Norwegian sheep. And the reason I use that is because I've made some lampshades for the bedroom at our cabin in that, so it's kind of relevant. I think this is where we left off last time I showed you. This is the cover of a series of books I have been reading this summer. this one is called Midnight Rose. It was the series of 7 sisters. I love them. And then I keep painting in a kind of cartoon-ish way, and that's not my intention, but yeah. So that's our house. And then we went back to our oh my god, look at that face. We went back to our cabin for a second round, and this was a very happy husband who had caught fish. I kept getting the face wrong and tried to kind of repair it with a pen. That did not work, but otherwise I think it's okay. We did a lot of, or my husband did a lot of puzzles. Is that what it's called? Jigsaw puzzle? Yeah. So I made a sketch of that. I usually have no problem drawing hands, but this was so difficult, as well as my dog. Yeah. And here is Hans. I struggled so much to do this, but I think it came out okay. I kind of think I can see what it is. It's a big hole in the road. So that's the memory from that. Then I bought a set of gouache, so I wanted to try that. This is from a Norwegian fairy tale. I did not like painting with gouache, but I think it's because it's a new medium, so I just have to, or a new kind of paint, I just have to keep on doing it. I like this is just a cheap set of gouache, so they're supposed to be very opaque. I didn't think mine was, but yeah, for sure a lot more than watercolors. We did a lot of cloudberry picking, so I tried to paint cloudberries, and our little cutie was sitting in our backpack, and I think I got this is okay, but then I messed up the background. Yeah, but he was so cute sitting in the backpack. Yes, and that's the last entry. So that was my watercolor painting. I'm still not very good, but kind of learning every time I do it, and I have decided that I am going to conquer my fear of failing. I am far too big of a perfectionist, which I'm sure many of you can relate to, and I want to be, as I've told you earlier, a lot better at playing, and that means failing too. So yeah, I stood up because I wanted to show you. Many of you may recognize the jacket or the cardigan that I'm wearing, or not as a cardigan, but I showed you when I was making it. This is my grandmother square cardigan, and I think it turned out beautiful. I get so many compliments when I'm wearing it, and it was very easy actually. I didn't even use a pattern. I just crocheted, I'm not sure how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made it too long. I actually made it 1 square too long. So I made 8 and 2, 3, 4, 80, about 100 I think, of these grandma squares. I made it too long on the arms as well, but never mind. And yeah, it was not hard, but I just wanted to show you. Many of you may recognize where I am, or I said where I am. I'm in my crafting room, but I also have this kind of filming area in my crafting room. I have a note to kind of to remember what I was going to tell you. So that was the jacket. And then when we were, one of the projects you will see a video on pretty soon, I hope. I think we're going next weekend. We're going back to our cabin. And the cabin is about 70 square meters. I don't know feet, so you do the math. And there is 3 bedrooms, 2 downstairs and 1 upstairs. The one upstairs have been, I think, from older days, a child or a bedroom for children. And then we have another one downstairs with what we call a family, what is it called, a bunk bed, with 1.5 downstairs and 1 upstairs in the bunk bed. But it's, when we have visitors our age, you kind of have to climb over each other, and it's just not working. So I have for a long time wanted to make kind of redo or pimp up the bedroom upstairs. So I have been collecting a lot of goodies and started a little bit when we were at the cabin during our vacation, but we're going back, and I will be making what I hope will be a beautiful new bedroom with a double bed. This is the bedroom on our second floor at our cabin, and I want to turn this into my new project and make a cute bedroom. I have already, these 2 beds were on opposite side, and there's a bed there, so I want to take this bed out, make this a double bed, and make it cute. So this is the before. This is from the top and down. We use this for storage, and I want to keep doing that. Behind that, I don't know the English word, but is a baby bed. Very creepy, so I'm going to take that out and just make everything cute. So I have been collecting a few things, buying a few things, and then I'm trying to reuse. I'm trying to use it as little money as I possibly can. So I have made some lampshades. I'm going to make a lamp. We are going to make the bed. I am currently stripping a little table of its paint to use, so that's a video coming up really soon. And then we have been busy here at home trying to get a little bit painting done. We needed to paint all our buildings, but it has been raining and raining and raining and raining, and it has been so damp or wet, so there has been no possibility to paint almost. We've had a few dry days now in the beginning of fall, so we have tried to do as much painting as we could, and it has made a lot of difference. We have black buildings with a white and red kind of trimmings, and the red is a very difficult color when it comes to houses, because it's the sun takes the color, so it turned this either this yellowy orange, or on the stable it had turned quite pink. But the upside to that is that it's very nice to paint, because the difference is so great. So that is one of the things we have been doing. And then we have two garages. We have the old one and then the new one. That's what I'm currently in, the second floor of our new garage. So my husband has his kind of playroom, the garage, downstairs, and then I have my crafting room upstairs. But the old garage is now, you have seen me drag the decor from our second floor, or our loft in the house, and down. I'm too old. My knees, my neck, my back, it just couldn't take it anymore. So I have moved most of my decor into our old garage. I think it's the first building my husband ever built. We had no money, and it was not legal either, so we got in a lot of trouble because we did not seek approval from the government to build, but it ended well, so now it's legal. But it's not a beautiful building, but so we wanted to kind of fix it, or I have had the plan of fixing it. The only problem is that I need my husband to do it most of the work. So we took the garage door down, and then my husband built a new door. He's so good. He has gotten so good at carpentry, and he has no education in this. He's kind of self-taught. So he took out one of the windows and made a new door, and then he took out the garage door and built a wall with two small windows, and it turned out so cute. I think that our windows it looks like an old furniture, because there are so many kind of decorative bits, and with the red and white and black, I just love it. So I think that turned out very cute. Can't wait to decorate for Christmas again, without the kind of big white garage door, and that has taken a lot of time, and that is the reason why I have not decorated for fall yet. So this is the state of my decor room, and way back there is my fall decor. So as soon as this wall is done and we can put all the rails and everything, racks, yeah, shelves back, I will have to decorate for fall in a hurry. So as you see, it's impossible for me to get to my fall decor at the moment, but we are getting there. It's the final stretch, just painting the wall, and then we can put the shelves back, and then I will get to my fall decor. And when I do, I will do only one fall, I think, only one fall decor video, and that is my fall decor house tour. So I will kind of in a hurry switch from I don't do summer decor, but my kind of everyday summer-ish decor. So you will get to see that as well. I will show you the kind of switch from summer to fall. Bear in mind, I do not do summer, so it's the summer part of it is not very good, but hopefully the fall part will be good. Everything is so expensive, so I do not have money to buy a lot of decor, so I have to kind of make do with what I have, so try to find new ways to use what I already have. So that's a video coming soon, I hope. And then I don't know if you noticed when I was sitting at my crafting table, but we have also been making lamps, or we have only finished one lamp, and that's the lamp over my crafting room table. We are making lamps out of driftwood, and I love how it turned out. So if you have been wondering what I have been up to, I am currently, or we, my husband and I, are currently making lamps out of driftwood. So this is the state of my crafting room, and the first lamp we are making is this. Og så tenker jeg hvis vi prøver å skjule den tråden der med ledningen. It is always difficult when the aesthetic does not align with the practicality. We have to use these black small boxes to connect the wires. I hate them. I don't think they are nice, and I do not want the cord to wrap around two beside each other like this. Yeah. So we are trying out different kinds of light bulbs, and these are the, I think, aesthetically best, but the others give better lights. we are going to make one for my daughter and one for our cabin, and I think maybe 2 for our cabin. And yeah, I've had the idea and I've had the wood for years, so yeah, I'm so happy about how that turned out. That was the lamps. Yeah. And then we have a kind of a new, or not a kind of, we have a new house guest, or I think he has decided that he's not a guest, that he is now a resident. Is that what it's called? He has moved in, I think. We have 3 furry grandbabies, 2 cats and a dog, Max, the little chihuahua you have seen. And I think you've seen the 2 cats, my daughter's 2 cats as well, Amadeus and Doka. And Amadeus, the big boy, he is a very sociable guy. And when my daughter and grandson goes on holiday, we are kind of cat sitting, cat watching. They live at home because it's right across the street from us, but and we give them food and give them cuddles, but they kind of live at home. But Amadeus, he has been so lonely. When they have been away for long, he wants his pack. Even though cats, as far as I know, are not pack animals, he misses them so much. So my daughter has wanted us to try to get Amadeus to stay with us when they are away. So when we were away, she and her dog and Amadeus, they spent the night at our house, and that made him a little braver. So when they went on vacation, we went and got him, put him in the house, and he was so scared the first time, but then he found out that this is kind of okay. The problem is that he thinks it's a bit too okay. So when my daughter and grandson came back, he does not want to go back to them. He wants to stay with us. And my grandson is so sad and think it's so difficult that because it's kind of his cat. Yeah, but if you know cats, you know that they do as they please, and I think that he has found out that we have a lot more of buildings than they got, and there's a lot more places to kind of explore and catch mice, and I'm home all day, and as I said, he's a very sociable guy, so he kind of, I now have a Velcro dog and a Velcro cat. So that's something new. Yeah, I think that's, I think you're kind of caught up on our doings. It is still raining a lot. Today is a sunny, beautiful day, but it's kind of still a bit uncertain when it comes to the weather. I have started to work on my Halloween decor, and I will do quite a lot of crafting both for my Halloween and for Christmas. I have already, thank you God, figured out what I want to do for Christmas. This summer I've just been I just lost my mojo. I couldn't think anything that had to do with decor. I don't know why. And when summer ended and I started to think what am I going to do for the rest of the year, I was just blank. I have been in treatment for CPTSD for 3 years, and that has for the last 3 years, and that has been the toughest thing I've ever done. If you have it, or you know anybody that's have this, you know that treatment for it is it's not for chickens, to put it mildly, and I have finally finished. So I think that going forward, I think that has been a lot of the reasons why I have been struggling to keep a schedule, because it has taken a lot out of me. But now I'm kind of all yours. So I am looking so much forward to kind of dive into my crafting and decorating and everything else I can find to do. I think I talked about it in my last video, but my love is not mainly in the core. I do not do hauls, mainly because I live in Norway, so and most of my viewers are abroad. Many of you are in the US, UK, in Australia, and a lot of other countries, which is so great. But it makes it difficult to kind of buy what I'm buying. But another reason why I do not do hauls is because I don't enjoy. I like shopping. I won't lie, but it's not the shopping and the decorating per se that is kind of my thing. I like when I can create something, and that's why I could do decor like they do in the magazines, but my heart lies in the crafting, in the creative process, in making this kind of fairy tale tablescapes and making my house and our property or our cabin or whatever feel like kind of a Disney fairy tale or a Norwegian fairy tale, or yeah. So I may be coming from another place than a lot of the other YouTubers, but at the same time I hope that is what you like about me. But it makes it difficult for YouTube to kind of place me. The algorithms do not like when you're kind of all over the place, but that's how I am, all over the place when it comes to, and I know that many of you are just like me. You have a lot of different hobbies and interests, and I love when I can meet that we can connect in that area. So I will keep on doing videos on everything. My Harry Potter, and it's I have done Harry Potter almost every year for Halloween, and I kind of taken inspiration from the last films that my grandson have seen. He's 8.5, so he should not have seen every movie, but he has. That's supervised, of course. But his mother and I are huge Harry Potter fans. I more than his mother, but I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And he has wanted to see, I think, the last three or two or three movies. So now he has. So this year we're going a bit darker, a bit scarier, because he is a bit older. I wanted to go really scary, but my husband said that he's too small. So yeah, but I'm working on that right now, so that will also come up. I don't get a lot of views on those videos, and that's the videos that usually that's the videos that take the most work to do. But I know that many of you too are Harry Potter fans, so I hope you will. And even though you're not, you may enjoy seeing the videos. Okay, guys, I have been rambling way too much. I think that was all. Yeah, I have been wanting to do a Q&R, but I have been afraid of doing one because I'm afraid that nobody has any questions. But yeah, do you think I should do one? Leave a comment if you do. And if many of you say that you want me to do one, I will do one, and then have your questions ready. Okay, guys, I'll stop rambling and get back to my crafting and editing this video, and then I will see you again soon, at least a lot sooner than I saw you last, for my fall video. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching. I love you a lot, and I hope I will see you for my next video. Bye, guys.